Hello, and welcome back to another episode of 100 Southeast Asian Films in 100 Days. And today we'll be going through these 5 films. And the first one this week, Child of Sorrow by Lamberto Avellana. This film explores much about the rough and poor reality of a town in a post-war ruins of Manila. The location and the art style is distinctive of its time and place, making the characters choose and strive for a better life in a hopeless and unproductive world they live in. Poverty runs through the streets, even for a war veteran. He must make choices that could endanger his own life. Control of the poor by the wealthy dictates how they get whatever they want and however they want. Most of the characters are proactive, assertive in what they want and expresses it clearly. But the truest thing lies in the story and how it plays out. It's not grand nor it has the craziest twist, but its metaphors hold so much meaning and confronts our values as humans. It interrogates ideas and insecurities that lie deep in our personal flaws, asking ourselves, are the characters we see in this film a reflection of ourselves? And the second one this week, Melancholia by Lav Diaz. To me, this film requires the understanding and whatever that happens for a reason has a trickle-down effect, or something that perpetuates. It's a film about the death of revolution fighters that is causing uneasiness, trauma, uncertainty, and the search for peace for the characters who were involved with the revolutionaries. None of the characters were spared from the suffering caused by a generation trying to fight the system. That these characters would do anything to take away the pain, even if it costs even more. Thinking about the stakes the characters put up got me thinking that despite all they have gone through, all they seek for is comfort, because when they get comfort from discomfort, they lose themselves. Like all Diaz's films, there is always a lot to talk about, and most of this is the characters and the choices. There's many more aspects that is easily discussed about this film. It's a 7-hour long film, but in this film, nothing is unimportant. And the third film this week, Blessings of the Land by Manuel Silos. This film is the closest thing to life as it can be. Internal and external conundrums, characters being involved in collective or individual choices, and the effect of time on humans that is carrying life forwards. Its ability to capture so much about human nature and their way of survival whenever life throws the worst at them is as succinct as it can be. Because it doesn't just follow one character, it follows a family. The family has a unique dynamic. It has depth to each character. Some are passive, some are active, but none are futile. Each of them contributes to the waves of the story, even if it's a ripple. I'd also add that the editing and pacing was not just perfect, but ahead of its time. I feel like this is Manuel Silos' magnum opus. And the fourth film this week, Perfumed Nightmare by Kidlat Tahimik. I just love how honest, transparent, and carefree this film is. It doesn't bombard you with jargon that screams colonization, capitalism, and all that politics and ideologies. Rather, it tells you the thoughts from a man full of life and innocence. It reminds you of a time of seeing the world as is, like paying attention to the shiny and sparkly surface of a seashell only to find nothing underneath, a cold and fleshless void of what was once life beneath it. This film can be many things. Multiple genres can classify this, but what I would classify this is a journal. A journal and a story of a spectator of life that doesn't have the power to change the changing world, and only could change what is within, which is our choices and beliefs. This film made me think that we have no answers to why we do the things we do. But one thing's for certain is that we have to live and carry on no matter what we've seen and what we know, even if it feels like a perfumed nightmare. And the fifth film this week, Cemetery of Splendor by Apichatpong Wirasitakul. One thing I was trying not to do watching this was fall asleep, which was what the film is about. But this film, like many others have said, felt like an in-between. In between dreaming and sleeping, and in between sleeping and awake. This film eliminates all barriers of fantasy and reality. The characters from different realms and worlds not just intersect, but they interact and coexist amongst one another on the same plane, shifting in and out whenever and wherever they please. The visuals and characters are cute, and they have conversations that seemed like anomalies and are normal. They are aware and respect that beings who are not from the human world live amongst them. That respect and love transcends through different levels. And that is this week's 5 films. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down your thoughts. And I'll see you next week. Bye.